pick a random gun from this, and gonna draw it out, give a brief description on it, and hopefully it's any good. Let's see. What about this one? This one right here. That's This early cartridge rifles. Dreyse's needle rifle. Dreyse? How do you read that? Dreyse. Dreyse needle rifle. Oh. Right up. I'll draw it up. Give a brief description on its history. Hopefully. Pretty good. Peace. Today's video I'm talking about the Dreyse needle rifle. It's Russian. Right there. It's not actually to length because this gun is super long, so I cut it down. It's like 30. I put 30 inches. I think it's 30 inches. So I mean, it's it was Russia, China. Theoretically, this could be, someone could have chopped it down, been like, let's see how that works. But yeah, this kind of just looks like a World War II M1 Grand. Kind of looks kind of similar. Let's put that up right there. Get a good look at it. Got the paper cartridge, and got my book so I can read off some facts. A 19th century military breech. Shit, gotta hate this book. 19th century military breech loading rifle, first to use a bolt action. So it's one of the first bolt actions ever, which is pretty cool. To open a closed chamber, used as the main infantry weapon of Prussia in the wars of German unification. Invented in 1836 by Johann Nikolaus von Dreyse. He lived from 1787 to 1867. Designed in 1924. I meant to put 1824. Sorry guys. Put too many commas. I think 1,375,000. Built, designed, weighed 4.9 kilograms, 10.8 pounds to 4.8 kilograms, 10.6 pounds. I'm assuming there was a weight disparity between the versions in, like, let's say China and let's say Russia. And all the other places. There's so many places. I have a list down here. A length of 143 centimeters or 56 inches. I was wrong earlier about the 30 inches. That's a really long gun. To 134 inches, 52.8. So there's the length disparity there. So that's why I technically could have been. Someone could have been like, yo, this thing is too long, let's chop it up. Let's just absolutely ruin that range. Acorn-shaped round in a paper cartridge, that's right there. I made some examples of what it possibly could look like. You gotta wrap it up right here, kind of like a cigar. You'd have the bottom right there, like a little, and then you would have the actual primer in here towards the middle so that you don't accidentally prick it. And then you would have a needle go in there and poke it, and it would explode. But the needle was smaller, so it often broke. I'll get to that argument in a little bit. Max range 200, effective max range 527 meters. 576.3 yards. That's a lot of yards. Named based on its firing pin, the pin would go through the paper cartridge, striking the percussion cap. That would be in the middle. Used by Prussia, China, Romania, Montenegro, co-kedivative of Egypt. I have no idea what that is. Brazil, Bavaria, Dahomey, Great Britain had trial runs for this rifle to see if they wanted to use it, but it didn't work. Went out. Tokugawa shogunate. I saw on Wiki that like it might have not been, that the source wasn't like 100%. French auxiliary. Now, what's interesting about this gun, I actually looked up this gun before starting the video, and it was originally, the U.S. before the Civil War had looked into it, but decided not to use it because they were afraid that people were just going to keep dumping ammunition downrange and like a worry, because, you know, what are you going to do? You're just going to keep firing. Bam, bam, bam. That's kind of why we still kept using bolt actions, including in World War II, because we were afraid of, if we had an automatic, we would waste too much ammo. And that's why we kept using muskets in the Civil War, because we were again afraid that we were going to use too much ammo. And also, the pin would often break after, I don't exactly have the number on me, but I think it was like 16 to 30, just around there. It was also difficult to clean. And I imagine that in like humid spaces, the bullets would like get damp and wouldn't fire properly. So I imagine there'll be some difficulties there. But anyway, I think this gun is really cool. You know, piece of history. And